Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the news broadcasted on TayNinhTV with some last events in our province as well as nationwide. And now we come into details. Ladies and gentlemen, on the afternoon of December the 31st of 2024, the Central Internal Affairs Committee held an online conference to summarize the work of the party's internal affairs sector and the activities of the Provincial Steering Committee for Anti-Corruption, Wastefulness and Negativity in 2024, and to deploy direction and tasks for the 2025. The conference was held online from the Central Internal Affairs Committee to 63 connecting points in localities. At the Central Connecting Point, General Secretary Tolam, head of the Central Steering Committee for Anti-Corruption, Wastefulness and Negativity, attended and directed the conference. At the TayNinhTV Connecting Point, Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Tâm, member of the Party Central Committee, Secretary Provincial Party Committee, Chairman Provincial People's Council, head of Provincial Steering Committee for Anti-Corruption and Negativity, chaired the conference. In 2024, the Party Internal Affairs sector achieved many outstanding results, such as completing the development and submitting to the Police Bureau, the Secretariat, and the two steering committee 10 major projects on internal affairs, preventing and combating corruption, waste, negativity, and judicial reform, coordinating and directing the handling of many important and complicated corruption and negativity cases and incidents that the public is interested in accordance with a review point of no forbidden areas, no exceptions, both strict and human, in accordance with the provisions of law, completing the review and streamlining of the organizational apparatus, amending and supplementing the function, the tasks, and organizational apparatus of the Central Internal Affairs Commissions. 2025 is a year of special significance in successfully implementing the tasks of the entire term according to the resolution of the 30 National Party Conference, carrying out the arrangement of the organizational apparatus, organizing party conferences at all levels toward the 40 National Party Conference. The Party Internal Affairs sector and provincial steering committees continue to make the right efforts with a high determination, advise and direct to further promote internal affairs, prevent and combat corruption, negativity, waste, and judicial reform in a key task.
At the conference, many delegates representing farmers, corporates, and enterprises expressed their opinions and proposals on issues of collective economic activities and development, policy to encourage the construction of concentrated raw material areas for agricultural products, solutions and policies to elevate Vietnam agricultural products, investment capital for green agriculture, difficulties in the field of land use planning, sustainable agricultural ecosystem development, solutions and policies to elevate Vietnamese agricultural products. There needs to be a program to digitalize farmers, solutions to protect aquatic resources in facing droughts and overcome the IUU yellow card. Leaders of relevant ministry and branches directly and satisfactorily explained many questions from delegates. Speaking at the conference, Mr. Phạm Minh Chính emphasized 9 important issues that need continued attention to promote ecological agriculture, modern rural areas, and civilized farmers. This includes the issue of removing bottlenecks in policy mechanisms, so that people can contribute their efforts. The issue of capital requires referential rate packages to encourage farmers and businesses to develop production, promoting the application of science and technology, digital transformation and digitalization of agriculture, assessing and transferring advanced technology, clean technology, and green technology, promote the processing, research on packaging, designs. Regarding the market issue, the state will sign and expand the market, including specific markets such as the halal food market.
And on December 31st, Mr. Nguyễn Mạnh Hùng, Deputy Secretary Provincial Party Committee, chaired conference to announce the decision of the Provincial Party Committee Standing Committee on Personal Work and the Trang Bang Thao Party Committee. At the conference, Mr. Nguyễn Thị Yến Mai, head of the Provincial Party Committee's organization board, announced the decision of Provincial Party Committee Standing Committee on Personal Work. Accordingly, Mr. Võ Văn Dũng, member of Provincial Party Committee Executive Committee, Secretary Trang Bang Thao Party Committee, delegates of Provincial People's Council for for the 2021 to 2026 term was transferred to work at the Office of National Assembly Delegation and the Provincial People's Council from January the 1st of 2025. Decision on rotation and appointment of Mr. Đoàn Minh Long, Chief of Office of Provincial People's Committee to Executive Committee, take part in the Standing Committee and hold position as the Secretary Prang Bang Thao Party Committee, term of 2020 to 2025 from the January the 1st of 2025. And ladies and gentlemen, on the afternoon of December 31st of 2024, the People's Committee of the Ninh Province held a meeting to end the fiscal year of 2024. Attending the event, there was Mr. Phạm Hùng Thái, Standing Deputy Secretary Provincial Party Committee, Head of the National Assembly Delegation of the Ninh Province, Mr. Nguyễn Thanh Ngọc, Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, Nguyễn Hồng Thanh, Dương Văn Thắng, and the leaders of departments, branches, banks, and enterprises in the Ninh Province. In 2024, with the great efforts and determination of the entire political system, the economic sectors and the people, along with the close coordination with the local levels and branches, the finance and banking sector has helped advise on the management of finance and banking to achieve encouraging results. The total state budget revenue by the end of December 28th of 2024 is over 12,900 billion Vietnam dong, of which domestic revenue over 10,900 billion Vietnam dong, import and export revenue over 2,000 billion Vietnam dong. 11 over 15 domestic revenue items break for 100% or more of the estimate. The total local budget expenditure is over 10,700 billion Vietnam dong, and there are currently 46 credit institutions in the province, closely following the orientation and direction of the State Bank of Vietnam and the thoughts and solutions for the socio-economic development of the province. The non-banking sector synchronously deploy the solutions to create favorable conditions for the businesses and the people to access bank credit capital, restore production and business. The stability and safety for the credit institution system continue to be maintained. The bad debt was focused on handling and controlling in the context of many difficulties in the economy and production and business, affecting the debt repayment ability of enterprises. The current figure is higher than the figure we expected, and the current growth rate is 8.45%, the second in the East and the 19th out of 63 provinces and cities. This is the highest figure in recent years and after pandemic, reaching and setting the annual resolution target. Export turnover reached over 11%, ranked for the 13 out of 63 provinces and cities, continue to maintain the bright spot in tourism, and the focus is the national tourist area of Bà Nang Mountain, with the largest number of tourists in the country, reaching nearly 6 million visitors, and tourism revenue increases gradually every year. Previously, this figure was out of reach at almost 701 billion Vietnam dong, and the bright spot in the budget revenue reaching a record for itself, and the highest budget revenue reaching over 13 trillion Vietnam dong is exceeding the estimate by 17%. For the first time, domestic revenue also exceeded 9 over 9 districts, towns and the city on which the budget revenue target ahead of schedule compared to the budget. 2025 is a year of special importance, the final year of implementing the 5-year socio-economic development plan, and at the same time, the year of holding the party conferences at all levels towards the 14th National Congress of the Party, forecasting the socio-economic situation in 2025. Then we also face many opportunities and challenges. I believe that 2025 will continue to be excellently conducted as in 2024 or higher, certainly higher. I expect the banking system to materialize the decentralization of improving the quality and efficiency of credit activities, simplifying lending procedures. Economic sector will quickly access capital resources and thereby contributing to the budget. In 2025, there will be new taxes to assess the budget. The Financial Tax Authority has deep assessment of this year's experience. If effective, it will promote that review on revenue sources. This year must calculate to exploit the maximum of revenue from land. It is a large revenue source, meaningfully contributing to the province's economy. And on this occasion, 7 individuals and 15 collectives and 16 enterprises with outstanding achievements in financial work and tax law in 2024 received certificates of merit from the People's Committee of the Ninh Province. And also on the afternoon of December 30th, the Vietnam Philanthropic Committee of Bến Cầu District held the third conference the term of 2024 to 2029. Attending the conference, there was Mr. Nguyễn Văn Vi, Vice Chairman of Vietnam Thailand Front Committee of Tây Ninh Province. In 2024, the District Thailand Front has promoted and mobilized the people to actively participate in building new style rural areas and advance new style rural areas, especially in crime prevention, the traffic safety and order, along with many other important tasks in the locality, mobilizing the construction and handover of 32 Right Solidarity houses, repairing for 14 houses with a total value of more than 2.9 billion Vietnam dong, mobilizing the For the Poor Fund for more than 2.47 billion Vietnam dong, and reaching over 274% of the target assigned by the province. On this occasion, the Prince of Vietnam Thailand Front Committee awarded certificates of merit to 2 collectives and 2 individuals. The District People's Committee awarded 3 collectives and 5 individuals for their achievements in 2024. And ladies and gentlemen, on December 31st in Nha Trang City, Khánh Hòa Province, the 5th Conference of the Coordination Council of the North Central and the Central Coastal Region took place, chaired by the Deputy Prime Minister Trần Hồng Hà, Chairman of the Coordination Council of the North Central and the Central Coastal Region. Speaking at the conference, the setting out the task for 2025, the Deputy Prime Minister Trần Hồng Hà said that the whole region must both accelerate and make a breakthrough to complete the socio-economic development targets for 2025 and entire term, while streamlining the organization and apparatus and organizing the party congresses at all levels towards the 14th National Congress of the party. And the Deputy Prime Minister requested the ministry branches and localities in the region to continue to organize regional linkages and promote regional economic development, strongly promote the role of regional coordination councils, effectively implement the resolution of the Politburo on the socio-economic development, and ensuring the national defense and security in the North Central and the Central Coast regions to 2030 with a vision to 2045. Bến Cầu is a border district where the economic life of many households still faces many difficulties, and therefore accessing capital to improve their livelihoods is always a difficult problem. Understanding this, the Bến Cầu District Social Policy Bank has implemented many loan programs with preferential interest rates, focusing on supporting the poor household, near-poor household, and policy beneficiaries, helping them have the opportunity to improve their lives. With a clean water allowance, the economy is also good. Operating the clean water with a low interest rate is good for the business also, and the children can go to school better. In addition to borrowing the clean water capital, Mr. Huỳnh Ngọc Mai was also supported with a loan of 100 million Vietnam dong, and Mr. Mai used this money for business, improving the family economy. Not only Mr. Mai, many households in Bến Cầu have taken advantage of policy capital to start businesses and develop sustainable economic models. And these positive changes not only improve their personal lives but also contribute to promoting local socio-economic development. In the future, the Bến Cầu District Social Policy Bank will continue to identify its role as a financial connecting point and bringing capital to places where it is needed most. In particular, the bank is developing a plan to provide additional support for cooperative economic models, aiming at the goal of sustainable development and improving the people's lives. To effectively promote the preferential credit policy capital, we have synchronously implemented many solutions, including more important solutions, while implementing the inspection and supervision work of the Board of Directors of the District Social Policy Bank, and the inspection and supervision of the district-level mass organizations for the commune-level entrusted organizations. Its Vietnam Dong policy capital is not simply financial support, but also a source of spiritual encouragement in confidence for each family to overcome the adversity and rise up to take control of their lives. And with the continuous efforts of the policy bank of the Bến Cầu district and local authorities, the journey out of poverty of this advanced household in Bến Cầu is no longer a distant dream, but gradually becoming a bright reality. And on December 30th, the State Bank sent a document to credit institutions to publicly and transparently announce the principle for assigning credit growth in 2025. Accordingly, the State Bank expects the credit growth for the entire system in 2025 to be around 16%, and the State Bank required credit institutions to carry out a self-effective credit growth in accordance with the law on the basis of risk management capacity, liquidity situation, and capital mobilization ability, ensuring the credit quality and using capital for the right purposes, limiting the increase and occurrence of the bad debts, ensuring operational safety, credit growth is correct and on target, credit growth into the production and business sectors, priority sectors, and growth drivers according to the government's policy.
According to the Vietnam Food Association, the export price of Vietnamese rice has dropped sharply in the context of global supply and demand. Currently, 5% broken rice is only $485 per ton, lower than Thai rice $501 per ton, and at the lowest level in the past 19 months. Similarly, the prices of 25% broken rice and 100% broken rice have also dropped sharply, reaching $459 per ton and $388 per ton, respectively. One of the main reasons for the decrease in Vietnamese rice export prices is that the Philippines, the largest import market, has temporarily suspended rice imports, waiting for the upcoming winter-spring crop.
And according to the General Department of Customs, as of mid-December, the export turnover of cashew nuts has reached $4.2 billion. This is the first time in the history of cashew industry has exports have exceeded the $4 billion mark. Meanwhile, for the Vietnamese coffee industry, the export turnover also exceeded the $5 billion mark for the first time in a year. According to the General Department of Customs, the trade and export of cashew nuts and processed foods from cashew nuts have been expanded to markets of which the EU and the US and China are the three largest import markets, accounting for over 90% of the export volume of the Vietnamese cashew industry. In addition, the increase in export prices also contributed to raising a new record in the export turnover. As for coffee, the highest export price is the main reason that have the Vietnamese coffee reached for $5.2 billion mark as of December 15, and with the first time in the history of Vietnamese coffee industry that export turnover has exceeded $5 billion mark in 1 year. And Kinh Giang province has a border of more than 49 kilometers and bordering the two provinces of Kampot and Ta Keo of the Kingdom of Cambodia. In recent years, in addition to efforts to perform well the political task, the Provincial Border Guard has paid special attention to the work of mobilizing the masses to participate in protecting the national sovereignty and the border security. Phu My Border Guard Station is located in Phu Lợi and Phu My communes of Giang Thanh District, responsible for patrolling, managing, and protecting more than 10 kilometers of border with the Kingdom of Cambodia with 3 main markers and 23 secondary markers. Phu My Border Guard Station regularly coordinates with the local authorities, brings people in the community and pagodas to propagate and educate the people about the border law so that the people can join hands to protect the border security. At the same time, while elements of social security activities such as taking care of housing, sponsoring poor household students in the circumstances. My circumstances are very difficult, so the local government and border guard take care of housing and give me monthly rights to stabilize my life. Later, I will try to earn income to take care of my life and send my children to school also. From the beginning of 2024 up to now, Phu My Border Guard Station has coordinated with the other forces to arrest 5 cases of transporting prohibited goods with the evidence of more than 12,000 packages of smoked cigarettes and means of transport. At the same time, arrest and handle a number of subjects with the illegal entry. The masses have actively participated with the border guard officers and soldiers in managing border markers, such as incidents occurring in the border area, most of which are reported to the unit by their people. The unit also grabs and detects incidents thanks to the masses, such as When the people go to work or cultivate near the border, they often pay attention to the border and have very practical information for the border work. And according to the Xinjiang Border Guard Command in recent years, the work of mobilizing the masses to participate in protecting sovereignty and border security has contributed to changing the awareness, responsibility, and also the action of the entire political system, the people on the task of firmly protecting national sovereignty and the border security. And that's all for today, TTV News. Thank you for being with us, and goodbye for now.